Hi, I'm Jeff. Welcome to the Dialogue Doctor. How can I help you?
To be honest, I don't really know why I'm here. I heard about you, and I just thought I'd come check it out, but I don't know how dialogue's gonna help me.
I'm glad you stopped by. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, so I've been writing for a while. I really like it, and I've published some books.
That's great.
Thanks. I really like writing, and it feels good to put books into the world. The only problem is I thought it would, have some financial return and pay for itself, but it's just not. It can be really discouraging.
Yeah, I think a lot of us feel that way. Would you mind telling me a little bit about what you've already tried?
So I've taken some courses. I read some books on plot and storyline, and I've put some ads out. I've tried different ad platforms. All the stuff that everybody does.
It sounds like you've been working really hard.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just not paying off.
Have you thought about working on your dialogue? That might be what's impacting your sales.
Well, of course you'd say that. You're the dialogue doctor.
But did you know that some of the best-selling books are mostly dialogue?
No way.
So think about Pride and Prejudice, which is one of the best-selling books of all time. It's 69% dialogue, and that doesn't even count all those letters that she's writing back and forth with Mr. Darcy. Or think about Neil Gaiman's American Gods. American Gods is 85% dialogue. Or one of the best-selling books of all time, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. If you count the pages where there's mostly dialogue and the pages that are not dialogue, it turns out to be 91% of the pages are mostly dialogue.
I didn't know that.
So people buy books because the cover looks great and the description is good and the marketing is spot on. We all know that. But then once people get those books, the reason that they read all the way to the end is because they fall in love with the characters and because they feel themselves in the story. What causes them to fall in love with the characters and feel themselves in the story is the dialogue. As writers, we all want to write series that readers buy and go all the way to the end with. To do that, your dialogue has to be great. If you think of the story as the skeleton, the plot as the skeleton of your story, think of your dialogue as the muscles that come around that plot. Dialogue is what makes your story move. So, the better your dialogue, the more likely as a reader to read through your story and onto the next book in your series.
I mean, when you put it that way, it makes sense. Most of the books I read are a lot of dialogue. So maybe that is something I need to work on.
And I'd love to help. For the past 6 years, I've worked for a company that simulates difficult conversations. That means I've spent 6 years agonizing over dialogue in all types of different businesses in all different walks of life. In addition to that, in my spare time, I write as well. I've published 11 novels and over 100 short stories.
How does this whole thing work?
So you have two options. You can continue taking course after course and doing marketing program after marketing program, hoping that something finally clicks and readers finally start just devouring your stories and moving through your series.
Yeah, I've been doing all of that.
Or you can head over to the services tab of my website and schedule a time with me, or go to the contact page and just ask me some questions. I'd love to start working with you, and we can start working on your dialogue together, building up your skills and improving your craft so that the next time you write a book, it's a book that readers deeply fall in love with. They become enchanted with the characters, and they can't wait to get to the next one.
That sounds pretty good.
Well, I'm excited you're excited. So why don't you head on over to the services page now, and let's figure out a time to get together.